Hello everybody and welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video we're going to be building a survival ship for the survival series world. So if you watched episode 39 you know that we were discussing building the next ship as like a large grid exploration vessel, and I thought it would be easier to just build it in creative and then build the projection of it in survival rather than trying to build it in survival, because we're gonna have to go through a lot of iterations. So I thought it could be interesting to just see what happens if we just try and build it in survival, right? So build it in creative. So I've got a general idea of what we're looking for here, and I'm just gonna try and build a general purpose survival vessel and just see how it goes. So yeah, let's get into it. We're getting into it. I'm starting to enter build mode now. So this thing, I've decided it's going to be best if it can do everything. I know that's something I said I don't like, but my plan is to take this thing to other planets and establish little bases on other planets. So it would certainly help if it could do a bit of everything, really. So that being ore storage, fuel production, component production, as well as like carrying stuff. Now, obviously, we need to consider the resources that we have in our survival world. What we can actually build. So those are all gonna go into my thought process here, and also ease of building. So I don't want to make it too, too complicated to build, too difficult to build, or anything like that. So yeah, those are all things that we need to consider here. So it's gonna be fairly arse heavy, in terms of what's going to be going on back here. We want quite a lot of O2 gens. That's a good spot. Actually, we're going to need a lot of hydrogen tanks, so we better start getting them thrown down here. Right, we might want a little bit more oomph than that. A bit more oomph. How do we get a little bit more oomph? Let me have a think. Okay, we do this. We do this. And then we do this. So that'll be our like booster engine. And we've got a fairly nice place for our side-to-side thrust. That works very nicely. And then obviously we're going to be landing on planets, so we're going to need some upwards thrust, which we can stick here. So if we do something quite simple like this. The downwards thrust doesn't need to be massive, but obviously we're going to need to fly on this thing, so we'll have some thrusters there, and then we're going to have some thrusters somewhere else as well, because that will not be enough, unless I'm just conscious of obviously the resources here. But if we do this, that just looks ugly. Alright, well, we're gonna need landing gear anyway, right? leave it with me. Leave it with me. We'll hold off on that for now. Reversing thrust really doesn't have to be anything major at all, really. That'll do. And then we're going to want some sort of hangar. So this thing needs to be a little bit taller, really. Like, it needs to be a little bit more beefy. So something like that. And obviously, bodywork. We'll just do some simple bodywork here. Nothing too complex, because this is a survival build. Remember, we just want it to work. But you know, we don't want it to be an eyesore, right? So don't worry, I'm going to break that up. That isn't going to look like that. And then this could be a good place for like the refineries and stuff, right? So, oh my lord, I forgot how big this thing was. So we can have that, and then we can have an assembler like that. And then we do actually have uranium in our world, so we just need some oxygen tanks here. So because we have uranium, we can actually use reactors, and we can also use ion thrusters as well. So just general outline for now. We need a hangar. Obviously, we're going to need some sort of hangar bay. Let's see where we can get some conveyors from. Right, we can do this. What's going on here? I've got symmetry on. Right, cool. And then this can be the conveyor line. I can run the length of the ship. And then we need the hangar to be ideally like, ah shit, symmetry's not on. Ideally we want it to be like that, but obviously those thrusters are in the way. So we might have to get rid of those. But I might be able to do something about that. I'm not happy about this. This is a bit of a this is a bit of a bodge, if I'm honest, but it'll work. We can get some modules in there. Let's just pretty it up a little bit for now. And then obviously this just gives us loads of room for downward thrust. How much we're gonna need, I don't know. That's the fun part. That's the fun part that we're gonna find out later. And then obviously this is just begging to be a bridge, which we can do. I'm just wondering. I think. What if it like, I don't know, came out a little bit? Or we did like did like forward fins like that. I don't know, just trying to give it some spice, you know, so it's not just a regular old vessel. I think that adds a little bit of just what we need. Just a little bit of body, you know. And then, I mean, this can even come out here for the hangar. This can obviously be like that. And then we can have a hangar, some arrangement of hangar here. Oh, I like the windows. Let's get the windows. Right, and then that might look a bit goofy. Aha. Yeah, it'd be better if it's coming out the floor, I think. And to be fair, it doesn't need to be that big either. It just needs to be 3. Oh shit, that would work. Yo, okay, cool. Hangar. There's a lot of living space actually. Now I look at it. Okay. Simple solution. Make it bigger. Yeah, it actually looks better when it's bigger anyway. Cool. Coolio, right. And then we can, I mean, we might as well just follow this design style here. It's kind of, it's kind of an interesting style. I think the top is a bit, leaves a little bit to be desired, to be honest. I'm wondering what it would look like if we did this instead. Oh, that's just massively improved it. And obviously reinforce this part. And we can do some sort of, I don't know, antenna array or something there. I don't really know. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. And then the bow. I think we wanna focus on getting this right with the glass. I think the glass is going to be the most important part. Oh, we need more. Right, we need to make sure we've got enough interior space. So we're gonna have a hangar here. Let's get a conveyor and a connector, and stick that down, and then we just need to dip these little bits here, like that. Hangar. This can be, to be fair, we might not need that much juice if we're just flying on, if we're just flying hydro. I mean, there's no reason we can't put some ions on here, because it would make it so much easier to cruise. You know? Yeah, why not? Let's get some ions on here. I like these ones. Get them under there like that. No, nothing major, just enough to just tickle us along. Yeah. Just enough to keep us going. Or just enough to, like, you know, maneuver about in space. Okay, okay. The bottom is looking a bit worse for wear, but that's something we can always fix. So let's pull the jaw in. Pull that out, and then just do a pretty standard shape that we can break up for now. I'm just going to outline the shape for now because I need to do a little bit of work there. I think this is a good place to have an external connector. It's going to have to be one hell of a fucking landing pad, but I think we can get landing legs on this. It would also be massively beneficial to have atmospheric thrusters on this thing too, even if it's not a lot. Just purely due to the weight of it. I always forget if those are 2 or 3. I guess we'll find out later. But those Atmos will just save us so much fuel. So I definitely think it's worth having them. And then if we do... You already know where I'm going with this. Thruster pack there as well. Oh, should be enough lift. This is the moment where I remember that I've forgot an axis of thrust somewhere. That might as well be ion if we're going to do that. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's looking alright. It's looking alright. Right, let's see what we can do with these windows. This is going to be interesting. Right, so we can do that. Where are those? No. Is it those? It is those. I think that could be... Arga. There we go. That's the one. And then... like that. Yes! Kinda looks like the Athenia frigate. That LKF ship. But that's a good thing because that's a good looking ship. It might be a bit tricky. Could introduce a bit of round, yeah. Just a little bit of round. It makes it look more civilian, doesn't it? If it's a bit more round. I mean, there's no reason for this thing to have any guns, but you know, that being said, you know, it doesn't, you know, it's not gonna be a detriment if we can, you know, have a cannon here. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's, you know, cannon looks really out of place. I mean, we could have a or have a stern chaser, but that still looks really out of place. Hang on, don't we have a large... Oh. No, that won't look right. That won't look right. I think the best option is probably something like that. I just want some guns on it, to be honest. Wait, we could do some cheek turrets. if we build this up. We can actually pop the ion thrusters in here. Oh. Some cheeky cheek turrets. You know, why not? Why not have some turrets? Why would you not have turrets? Kind of prefer if they were like there though. That might be a bit difficult to do. Well, not that difficult. It's going to waste a few components, but I think it would look better if they were higher up. Some cheeky cheek turrets. I think that just makes it look a little bit more complete. In general, really. Okay, cool. Let's make sure that's actually connected. That does help. Sweet! Loads of room in here now, so we can have a bridge. There's the bridge. Obviously, we've got to have the helm. Also gives you a little bit more view. Yeah, so we can see a bit more clearly. Got plenty of room to do some cool stuff in there. And then we can have, obviously, the hangar. Got to have an airlock from the hangar. Where is it? No. Armory, and then maybe like a battery, just vibe in here, just because battery kind of looks cool, doesn't it? And then obviously the floor needs to be. This is the advantage of setting up a conveyor line, is you can just call upon it like it's like an Avenger. It's like, I need conveyors, boom, it's there. And because we did the ceiling too high, if I can find the fucking catwalk, we can have a light up here as well. Light panel, why not? Yes! Me go! Oh shit! Flippers. Right, cool. So when we put the ships in, we're just gonna have to. Might make sense for this to be one back now. And yes, it doesn't look right, but say you've got a ship, you fly in and then you turn, and then you go forward a little bit, you come down and park. So I think that actually makes a bit more sense if it's indented like that. And then we can just put some sort of module there, I don't know. Speed. Or we could just fuck the module off and cram batteries in here, because we will need batteries. We're also going to need a reactor. Now the reactor doesn't have to be piped up, actually, now that I think about it. And it would actually help if it wasn't piped up, I think. So we'll put that as it is. You can access all the gubbins there. Yeah. Yep. Yep. ship's all fired up now. Looking pretty cool. Right, okay, interior. We're going to need a gravity generator. There is no reason for that to be on the inside, but we can put it on the inside. It'd actually make a lot of sense for it to be in here, but... Let's get the other most important thing done first. We could have a window there. That might be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Having a window above a turret. That is actually pretty cool. Okay. And then we want a... Oh, why don't we just do it on both sides? And get rid of one if it doesn't look right, I guess. Oh, viewports. Medical room. Don't really need too much else, really. Give it some shape. I don't really want to do too much because I kind of want to leave it like a little bit of a blank slate, so then we can put some stuff in the survival world. Let's just see if it's airtight. Oh, please. Yes. Oh shit! Fantastic. And we can stick the grav gen. Stick it right there. We could do a B60. No, it's more centered there. Sweet. Yeah, I think I'll leave this blank and then I can do some stuff to it in survival. I don't know what we'll do, but like if there's something that I haven't, you know, if there's something I forgot about that I need to throw in, I can throw it in there. Right. So now we need to just make it a ship. Make sure the conveyor lines are running. Yeah, you know, just I can't want to stick a gun. I swear there's a large grid. Yeah. You know, just you know, just stick a gun there. I don't know. Why not? I want to blow something up, or I don't know, just shoot it for fun. That's actually not a bad idea because we can snipe wrecks with that. Like you can snipe the turrets off wrecks. So you see that was intentional, not just me wanting to have guns on it. Yeah, it's not a bad ship actually. It'll do the job. We will need some gyroscopes. Kind of want to use the gyros as greeble here because we've got a lot of greebling to do. We've got a lot of greebling to do. I just want to get the basic shape down before we start the greeble. Yeah, the greeble part just comes down to me trying different things until it looks right. Fucking buttons. There are so many buttons. No, I don't want that. I know that block exists. Hang on. Kind of want like a come on. Work with me. I'll stick with it for now. That's the perfect place for some landing gear, but they're not going to get anywhere near the floor. This would have to be put way higher up. Nah, it just looked goofy with feet. It just looked really goofy. Fuck. Alright, okay, I think we're gonna have to make this a two-part series because I'm getting a little bit, but I need a break here from the Greeble. So that's part one. Right, we've got the basic shape down. And then in part two we will colour it, Greeble it, and sort of iron off the rough edges. We've got a pretty decent base to work with here, so yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe, and as always, take care, everybody.